Hello, good evening, and welcome to Try Not to Die Thursday, where I will be playing Surviving the Aftermath once again, continuing to try to keep my colony in as many pieces as it's supposed to be in, which is admittedly quite variable. Keep them fed, keep them clothed, keep them housed, maybe even keep them happy, as we try very hard to finish this doomsday bunker, because I think finishing the bunker will win me the game? Maybe? It's hard to say. But in any case, I should really get on this, because, gotta actually let time run in order to get this bunker going. Let me just move this over. There we go. Okay, now I can actually see what I'm doing. So, I'm pretty sure that I was trying to keep an eye on this particular metal extractor to make sure that it got repaired. I'm pretty sure that's where I left off. I also have a full stockpile again, and we have our first death of the evening. They're coming thick and fast these days because I have too many colonists. Alright, so off into the death counter. Avery here is number 1 for the night. So, yeah, I should probably build another storage. As soon as somebody comes to repair this metal extractor. Where is everybody? Hello? I didn't put this on pause. We just need to carry it some concrete. Where's the concrete? Anyone? Anyone? Bueller? Oh, wait. Are these people bringing concrete? No, they're not. They're just walking. What the heck, people? Okay, fine. I'm just gonna go check in on the fields then. Which is a good thing that I did, because look at all this. Cultivating, growing, growing, growing. Almost done planting. So I'll keep an eye on this one. There we go. One of you will carry concrete, right? And then Donna becomes colonist number 2 on the death tracker. So let me just mark that. There we go. This one they're still cultivating. Oh yeah, the storage is really full around here. Okay, they're still planting. This is gonna need people. That's not gonna need people yet. Planting, cultivating, planting, growing, growing. Has anybody brought... No, nobody has brought concrete yet. Well, the good news is that we are at 91% on this defense, which is the last thing that we need. Oh, wait! It's being repaired! They finally brought it some concrete. Thank goodness. Okay, that building is back together after all the damage that was done to it. Excellent.
There are survivors at the gate.
Oh, why wouldn't there be? Alright, let's see what's up over here.
A ragged bunch shuffles slowly towards the gate.
There's so many conspiracies about all that happened. Maybe this was all done on purpose, maybe not. All I know, things started falling from the sky. They bring with them Amara, who is a scientist. The reality of a post-apocalyptic world and all its gruesome hardships hit her hard. She knew that surviving is not only about physical strength, but more importantly, mental fortitude. This helped her rise up to the challenge, even if things do get far messier than what she's used to. And that's 2 adults, 3 children, and 1 elder, bringing with them 13 corn, 10 components, and 3 guns. And I don't actually need any of this. I don't even need the scientist. Yeah, alright. Bye, Amara. Bye, people. I'm sure one of the other colonies will take y'all in. Off you go now. Okay, maybe it's just because I had a lot of people on the fields. You guys finished planting yet? Yes, you have. Oh, that frees up a whole bunch of people. Okay, and there's also a specialist up on offer, which I'm going to go look at just to get it out of the way. This is Scrappa, who is a fighter. He seems to always be functioning just below his breaking point. Such recklessness would be a death wish if his mind wasn't just as overcharged as his body. So far, fighting has been the only way for him to let off steam and avoid becoming a jittery mess. Yeah, he's not bad, and he's cheap, but once again, I don't have any use for him. I have the 3 violence people that I have, and they've been fine. I mean, I've backed them up with a scavenger or 2 from time to time, but yeah, I don't need more specialists. I'm gonna have to decline. That's a shame. Who knows? Maybe we'll meet again. The specialist heads back into the wasteland with their gear. Okay, now, I've been circling around doing field stuff, but I think I need to build more storage now. So, I'm just gonna... I think I'm gonna pop in another warehouse just up here, maybe. A general storage. Just tuck it in here like this, I think. No, wait, I wouldn't be able to fit in another ranch if I wanted. Here. I'm gonna lose another tree. Yep, there it goes. Okay, and for access, there. Come on, folks, we've got so much to store. And we lost another one to old age, just as these people all arrived to build the road. Okay, so back in here, Logan is number 3. How all these folks keep getting irradiated, I do not know. got all of the road in except for this one square. Oh, there he goes. And that's quite a siren going out there, but okay, this field needs people, this field needs people, this field is fine. This field doesn't need people anymore. That one's fine. I want to keep an eye on the storage, but let's see here. They're planting, it's growing. Growing and growing and growing. Why are all these sirens? My goodness. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Oh, and they're building the new general storage. There we go. Some more place to put things. How are so many colonists getting injured? Oh, a winter storm is coming. The first flakes of snow and morning frost are telltale signs of an approaching winter storm. Colonists struggle to keep warm as the weather quickly shifts from chilly to freezing, with heavy snowfall burying everything in its path. Well, I've got some fields that are getting pretty close to being ready. Hopefully they'll have time. Why are so many colonists injured? $15, $26, $22. This one's being harvested. That's 89. This one, do not cultivate that one. We're not going to have enough time. Trade convoy. Yes. Okay. Trades. I could use coats. Wait, I should double check this. I could use coats. I could use firewood. Wow, I could use a lot of coats. I could use coats, firewood. Yeah, that's pretty much what I need, I think. Coats and firewood. So anyone who has either or both? I don't see coats or firewood anywhere on the list. Oh boy. Okay, we're gonna wait for the other trade delegation to get back, and I'm gonna hope that at least one of these people will have turned over to something that I need. Two, 23, 84, 22, 23. 91, might as well put some people on it. This is pretty bad. $5, 29, 37. Let's see. I'm at 10 chickens, which is my maximum, so butcher 8 of those chickens, please. We're at 4 pigs and 5 sheep. Okay, we're good on that level. Just being patient. Just gotta give it some time. Oh, stop. Stop planting. Stop, stop. Okay, put people on there. Scarlet has just become our next death. Onto the tracker with you. Scarlet is number 4 tonight. Okay, get on that. Somebody should get on that. Let's get some people on that. And on this. Okay, we're harvesting here. Growing, 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 growing. Waiting to be harvested. Oh, here goes the harvesting. There we go. Gale, how could you possibly be homeless? There's more than enough places. Okay, stop cultivating. Growing. Waiting. Oh, perfect timing for me. Take people off that field. 43. 48, 36. I wish my violence people would get home. Waiting to be harvested. 43. Going to be harvested any moment now. 42, 43. Don't cultivate that, please. 30. Okay, okay. Patience and stuff. Let's keep an eye up here. Because I would really like my violence trio to come home so that they can heal up so I can send them out again. Speaking of which, I note that you and you and you are at full hit points, so you should go outdoors. Okay, they're all outside. Let's find them something to scavenge. Ooh. Looking kind of nasty over here. Is this a Coates point that I am not actually gathering? Oh my goodness. Well, I have to do something about that. Let's see, up here. Sorry, Zhang.
Yes.
Okay, which province is this one in? It's in here, isn't it?
All right.
All right, get him, them going there. Let's see, what else have I got going on here? Parts? More parts? I don't really need parts. Oh, tools. Tools look like fun. Okay, Roberts.
On it.
Get those superior tools. Let's see. What other bits and bobs do we have lying around? Not a lot. I've nearly got the place cleaned out. Well, I guess it's guns for the rest of you.
Your orders?
Which one is the estimated to be the biggest? 18, 17, 15. Okay.
Sounds
Go
good.
for that one.
What's up?
And Mugga, you go
Sure
for
thing.
that one. At this point, given my surplus, guns are more useful than parts. Admittedly, I've got a lot of guns, but... Okay, those coats will be claimed. Can't believe I hadn't claimed them already. What a ridiculous thing. Now, who's going to finish harvesting first? Looks like you guys did. Congratulations. $48, $48, $49. Waiting to be harvested, 55, 52, 56, 49, 54, 42. Oh boy. It's going to be some very partial crops this winter. 60, 67, 53, 38. And Luna just died as soon as I unpaused. Of course they did. Alright, Luna, you get to be number 5 tonight. Oh, the Wandering Merchant is here.
A van's parked outside the gate. A man dressed in eccentric clothing steps out and opens the back, revealing a small collection of goods.
No need to be alarmed. I'm here for business, he reassures the colony. How about some bartering? Alright, he's offering some sort of seed for 15 meat, or some sort of, the same sort of seed for 30 parts. I don't know what kind of seed that is, but I have this gigantic surplus of parts, so I'm gonna do the parts trade, just in order to change my inventory balance. I'd have no idea what kind of seed I just got. Thank you kindly. I'll make sure to visit again with new goods. Until next time, the trader calls. He packs up, whistling happily, and drives away. What kind of seed did I just get? Honestly, I'm not sure. Let's grab an empty field and see. Well, there is nothing new here on the field that I can see. So, greenhouse. Where is my... No, that's a botanical garden. That's a greenhouse. Alright. And have we added anything here? Peanuts. Peanuts are hidden underground inside nature's own packaging. They endure against catastrophe very well. Grown in a greenhouse. High yield. Huh. That may well be worth building another greenhouse for, if I can figure out a good place to put it. Actually, this is a water tower. I wonder if I could fit a greenhouse in here. I would have to build a new heater. But let's find out. And I can fit a greenhouse right in here. Look at that. Perfect fit. Okay. Let's put in the greenhouse. And also... let's put a radiator right next to it here. And that way these two water pumps will hopefully not freeze during the winter. Wouldn't that be nice? That would be awesome. I'm gonna make that one a build next. Just so that it goes in before the greenhouse, because I don't know if that's all gonna be done before winter gets here. Okay, I'm pretty sure I just paid 30 parts for peanuts. Okay. Patience, patience. Okay, it's 15 hours. It's time to harvest now on the incomplete fields. So let me just get that set up. And then we can go back to watching that construction. Although the construction's going to go pretty slow with so many people bound up in the fields. Oh, don't cultivate that, thank you. Put people on that, harvest it. People on this, harvest it. And people on this to harvest. Alright, we're off to the races. Let's see if this burner gets in before the cold does. Looks like it has a pretty good chance of doing so. And Dustin just interrupts everything. Alright, Dustin. You shall be number 6 tonight. Alright, that's the radiator in. And they're getting the greenhouse installed. Excellent, excellent. Oh, and now the greenhouse is actually finished well before I thought it would be. Alright, you grow peanuts. And this field is finished, so we'll take the people off of it and pause it up. Okay, those haven't been harvested yet. This field's nearly done. There we go. Alright, you guys do not cultivate that field, please. Up here. Stop. Stop. Already stopped. Still harvesting. Not harvesting yet. Don't cultivate that, please. Also, don't cultivate that, please. That takes care of that. Don't restart anything on those fields. That's the last thing we need right now. Okay. So these two fields down here and this one field up here. Let me keep an eye on this one since it's actively being harvested. There we go. All right. You guys can go and do whatever it is that you do when you're not farming. Are you being harvested yet? Neither of you are being harvested yet. Your person is bathing. Yours appears to be on his way, their way? On their way. So hopefully you'll be done soon. Nope, that one's bathing too. Okay. Well, this one has finished bathing and is now walking. Grow 8 types of crops simultaneously. I just got an achievement for growing so many different kinds of crops. Go me. Alright, we're getting this field harvested now. Come on, I believe in you. No! Oh, it didn't quite get done before winter, huh? That is unfortunate. Well, what I will do is I'm gonna get all of the radiators going. Going to pause this aqua farm for the winter because I haven't put a burner out for it. Same for the library. Library does not have winter service because I don't want to put out a burner for it. All of the burners must be turned on. Even the ones that are way too close together. We're doing it on pause so that nobody catches hypothermia while I find every single last burner, because there's a lot of them. Okay. And this public house gets paused for the winter. This mine gets paused for the winter. Where was that burner again? Where? Yeah, this mine gets paused for the winter. This one gets paused for the winter. This burial pit is paused for the winter. And this mine gets paused for the winter. that's everything I have going on out in the colder areas, right? That isn't the farming, of course. Alright, let's make sure that I got all the burners. Pretty sure I got all the radiators. Okay. Let's go back to keeping an eye on these fields. Hopefully we can still get a reasonable portion out before they completely die. Okay, there we go. And that field gets paused for the winter. It's just you, Joel. It's all on you, Joel. Because you needed a shower first. Don't you know you shower after you do the heavy labor?
We have bandits at the gate.
Of course. Why wouldn't we have bandits at the gate? Alright, Joel, you are free to actually run and hide in fear because of all this going on. Alright, alarm. Safety. Everyone on alert. Go, go, go. 2 colonists just died of old age as I was doing that, so let's just pop this up to 8 and then deal with these bandits.
A group of bandits have appeared at the gate, seemingly out of thin air.
Several skillfully camouflaged and well-armed individuals are ready to charge and wreak havoc on the colony. Taking them down will be hard, but not impossible. One of them approaches the gate. This is your first and last chance. Give up the goods or we will attack. Okay, so we can try to bribe them with 500 coin. We can try to bribe them with 30 iodine. We can double check the colony for reasons. Or we can let them come. And we will be letting them come because I declined to bribe them. We don't give in to terrorist demands! The leader grins ominously, egged on by the colony's defiant attitude. She raises her weapon, and in unison, the bandits open fire on the gate and its defenders. Okay, here we go. Defend the colony! Oh man, the gate's going down fast! Oh no! My gate! Hooray! The gate outlasted the bandits! The colony has triumphed over its enemies, and we got 3 coats, 219 coin, and a single gun. Okay, let's get that repairing, and we can turn off the alarm. It's only a little on fire. Only a touch. It's still a little on fire, but it isn't making that angry noise anymore, at least. And then Kim decided that having 8 dead colonists is not enough, and decided to die of old age to make it 9. And I might as well go and check in on the pigs. Oh yeah, we're at full pig. So let's slaughter 4 pigs. And we're at full sheep, so let us slaughter 4 sheep. It's very tempting to set up another sheep ranch. Very useful animals, sheep. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna build another sheep ranch. I'm gonna lose the road, but... Oh, and then Audrey decided that we needed to really have 2 digits worth of tracking in the death tracker. So now we're up to 10. Now, admittedly, I did just make an order to slaughter the sheep, so it's going to be a little while before I can use this ranch. But once it's built, I'll just pause it and wait for my sheep population to grow. Oh, and one of my violence ladies had gotten back, just as colonist Alex dies of old age. Alright. 11. Okay. Do we have the ranch yet? Not quite. They're just putting the roof on. There we go. Alright. I'll just pause that for the moment. And wait for my... Wait for one more sheep. And how are my chickens doing? Ooh, already back up to 5. Excellent. Okay, so if Kensai has gotten back, that means that Makeda and Dame are going to be back soon too, right? Right? Oh, there's Makeda and Dame back. And another specialist available. Who have we got? Jin, a scout. She lived a hard life in the wasteland, dreaming of a family. A few years ago, she adopted an orphan girl she found wandering alone. This has not hindered her in the slightest, though. If anything, she's even more confident in risking her life to provide a better world for her daughter. Oh, that's very sweet. I don't have any use for a scout at all. Sorry, Jin. Try one of the other colonies? Okay,
There are survivors at the gate.
Oh, Peachy. Where's my forester? I can never find them. They're around here somewhere, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, let's check out the survivors.
A ragged bunch shuffle slowly towards the gate.
You know what I miss? Honey. I can't find any bees anymore. I don't know if they're gone or just hiding. They have brought with them Defina, who is a scavenger. She sees endless opportunity amid the crumbling cities, countless treasures waiting to be given a new home. For her, adventure is wrapping copper wire into a ball or cracking open an old TV. You may think she's just trading old junk, but for her, there's a memory in each of them. Bringing with them 2 adults, 3 children, 1 elder, 18 firewood, 3 tools, 13 antibiotics, and 3 guns. There was a time I would have been thrilled to see this, especially the 3 children. But yeah, I don't actually have any use. I'm sorry, folks. I really want your firewood, but not you. Bye. And then Hannah dies of old age. Back to the death tracker. 12. Do I have 4 sheep yet? I do not. Now I'm just gonna pause for a moment to double check on this. Alright, this nuclear power plant. Yeah, this is an entry thing, so whichever of the violence ladies who heals the fastest. Which is probably going to be Kensai because she was the first one to get home. Somewhere around in here, in this general area, I've got a forester. Aha! They're still planting. Okay. Oh. You know, they should keep planting that area in the spring, I think. And then Sophia died of old age. Back to the tracker. This is the main reason why I am moving this game over to Management Monday when I finish this particular playthrough? Whatever you want to call it. Because tracking all of these deaths by old age is just really time consuming. And there goes another one. See, that's what I said, time consuming. Just plain old time consuming. Well, we didn't sit on unlucky number 13 for long. We're straight up to 14. Thank you, nameless person. And yeah, that radiator is keeping these pumps from freezing this winter, which is excellent. Keep the water up. You know, I might as well convert this to paved. Just to make things easier. And then Joseph died of old age. Back to the tracker. Alright, 15. And then, no wait, I counted all of that. Okay, this pump definitely has problems, but... Oh, people outside want my attention.
Mission complete.
Ah, excellent. Zari has picked up 18 guns, 65 coin. You might as well bring those home, Zari.
All cleaned up.
And Mugga has picked up 17 guns and 74 coin. And you might as well bring that home.
Ready.
You... Where... really would like you to build a scavenging outpost.
My pleasure.
Outpost is now complete.
Beautiful. Okay. That will increase our number of coats. Oh, and Kensai is healed up. So, out you go. Okay, Kensai,
Found something.
deal with whatever's going on here, if you would. How are we doing chicken-wise? 7 chickens. 3 pigs. Still just 3 sheep. Okay, patience. I'm trying to be patient. Might as well decontaminate that place while it's not functioning. Man, I hate waiting. Storages are still... Oh, and Riley just died. And Gale there is going to slide right into Riley's probably still warm bed. It's going to be gross. 16. Okay, it has been a little while. Let's see if firewood. Does anyone have firewood? Sintown has coats, which is very tempting. Lushton has firewood. Lushton, you have 111 firewood. That is amazing. Give me all of it. It must be mine. Thank you. Okay, what can I offer you that I have a lot of? Well, you know, how about some components? $184 in components is not a lot, it must be admitted, but let's see here. And can I offer you like 7 coins worth, well, okay, 6 coins worth of plastic on top of that? Yes? Excellent. Pleasure doing business with you. And nobody else has firewood, but I see that Sintown has coats, so I'm going to get the coats from them. Protective clothing. Oh, I don't want to sell you my food. It's a good thing you already love me. Concrete's only worth 1. Well, parts are worth 4, and I've got nearly 2,000 of those, so 488 worth of parts. Yeah, sounds good. That'll free up some space in the storages. Still only 3 sheep. Make another sheep! And then Arthur died. Alright then. $17. There is some DLC. Oh, and then somebody else died. There is some DLC for this game that I have not gotten yet. So the general idea is that sometime after I've finished this campaign that I'm running, I will get, well, at least one of the DLCs, and then sometime for Management Monday, I'll start playing through a game on the DLC, because all of the DLC really changes the game quite a bit. Okay, this all what you all are doing here is ridiculous. Let's just make that all paved road, you know? Get some smoother movement around here. Oh, the Wandering Merchant's here. All right, let's go see what he's up to.
A van approaches the gate, squeaking and creaking under the heavy load inside.
A man dressed in eccentric clothes steps outside and waves. "Greetings, may I interest you in some fine goods?" he shouts, and opens the back of his van to show a varied collection of items. Okay, so 113 coin for 18 fish, 5 medicines for 100 coin, sunflower seeds for 450 coin. I don't need any of this. Yeah, I especially don't need the medicines. Although it looks like I could use some more iodine pills. Sorry, dude, no deal. Fair enough. Maybe some other time. I'll be back, the man calls. He closes the van, hops in, and drives off into the wasteland. Okay. I'd like you guys to make some iodine for a bit. And you folks are just going to be making antibiotics until the end of time. Do I have 4 sheep yet? Come on, tell me I have 4 sheep. I still have 3. Blast it. What is with this sheep taking a while to grow up thing? Who ordered this? Somebody outside wants my attention, but I'm fixing a little road. You know what, I'm just gonna... Yeah, there's no need for that chunk of road there. Okay. What is this? Oh, it's a warehouse. All right. One moment. And you get a paved road, and you get a paved road, and I wish I could put a road through here, but apparently I can't. They'll walk through there, but I can't put a road through there. It's weird. Oh well. Now, who was wanting my attention? Looks like it was Kensai.
Huh? What do we have here?
Okay. The plant itself isn't hard to find thanks to its sheer size. Aside from general erosion, it's in fairly good shape. With no signs of other people, the specialist enters the facility. Moments later, a deep growl fills the dimly lit hall, and a massive creature comes into view. The specialist is in grave danger, but the promise of valuable resources is tempting. Grab what's at hand and flee, attack the beast, which is available with a fighter, or distract the beast, which is available with a scout. Now, I came in here with a fighter because of this reason, so attack! With quick reflexes, the specialist pulls out a gun and fires a shot at the beast, narrowly missing. The creature seems confused and takes a step back towards the darkness where it came from. The specialist fires again, hitting the creature's eye. The beast whimpers in pain, darts back, and flees. The plant can now be looted in relative peace, as long as one stays away from the dark. 300 science and 15 guns. Interesting. Okay. Thank you, Kensai. Bring yourself home. I love how they just run to put the road in whenever you ask for new road. Hey, there you are. There's the dude for that bit of road. Now they can carry these supplies easier because the roads are paved. All the important places have paved roads to them. Which is also why I should probably pave this bit of road, although I hardly ever see them using it. And then there goes Alfie. Alright. Alfie is number 19. What on earth was I doing over here? What the heck is this? Hold on a moment. You know what? Oops, I made a mistake. Alright. Just to separate the schoolyard from what's going on over here. Not from what's going on over here, though. If I could plant trees, I would. There we go. We get a nice row of evergreens in between the hunting cabin and the school now. I wanted to put a bush right here, but it wouldn't let me. And really, you know what? Let's do that. And then like that. Since it wouldn't let me put a bush there anyway, we might as well make this a proper bend, right? And somebody outside wants my attention, and it's Roberts. 17 tools and 71 coin. Very nice. Bring them on home. Okay, excellent. Any place else that could probably use a paved road? Yes. We shall pave this road right here. Actually, let's just do all the way up the field, just for visual's sake. Probably should pave this. Pave that. Pave this. Pave that. Just take this bit out entirely. And wasn't there... yeah, take that out. No, wait. Oh, I hecked up. Okay. This just doesn't need to exist. Let's see. Which way does this face? I think it faces out that way. Pave that. Pave this just because I can. And then remove this strange nubbin that's going on here. Because nobody really needs to walk to the pumps. Yeah. Like when they were being built, the dirt roads were very handy, but now that they're finished, they're not really needed. What's going on here? Yeah, that feels a bit better. I think that's all the roads to request for the time being, so let's let them run around and take care of that. I just love watching the crowds of people running to do the roads. Each of them runs at full tilt, does one square of road, and then just walks away slowly. Like, job well done, me. Pat on the back, yes. Haha. Okay, when Kensai gets back, I'm gonna send the violence people out to... Ooh, colonists want to go exploring.
group of colonists have gotten curious about a nearby river and want to see what it's like for traveling.
They've managed to build a simple raft and are eager to test its floating capabilities and what they'd find alongside the riverbank. Go and try, or don't bother? Oh, no, go try, go try. Go see. When the group finally returns, they do so completely empty-handed. The boat sank halfway through, and the colonists were unable to rescue the gathered equipment. After hearing voices from the nearby woods, they decided to flee instead of diving after the sunken vessel. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Please don't get all unhappy about it. Hooray! They didn't get all unhappy about it. I'm so glad. You know, with a surplus of 8,000 food, well, with 8,000 food at my beck and call, oh, haha. Alright, take 2 of those sheep and split them to a new ranch, please. We'll put somebody on here. Excellent. Yeah, I could upgrade my ranches, but I'm good. But now I have even more flax being produced during the winter. What the heck was that crunching noise? I was trying to enjoy my sheep ranches. Ah, yes. Nearly at full pig again. How are we doing on the chickens? Nearly at full chicken. Oh! Kensai is back. Excellent.
Yep.
Alright, Dame.
Yep.
Kensai.
Huh?
Makeda. Out you go again. Yes, excellent. Thank you. Alright, where does some violence need to be done? Well, we have some deadly fanatics over here. That seems... That seems like something that should be taken care of. Alright.
My pleasure.
Here.
Yes. Sure thing.
Here.
All right. Okay.
Here. Alright, I will check back in with you later. Is it still winter? It's still winter. Sigh. Just waiting for winter to end now. If winter will ever end. I wonder if I should store more water and more... I should probably build some more battery banks. Where can I fit another large battery rank? Well, you know, might as well. I'll just pop this in here. And just because I can, extend the road. store a bit more of this surplus power. Maybe build some more water storage? It's hard to decide. But yeah, one of the trade delegations came back, and I'm pretty sure that was the one for Sintown. Yep, it was. Anybody else have firewood? Or coats? Mostly firewood? Nobody? Well, thanks anyway. I never seem to have enough firewood. And there goes Edward. Edward, no! You're number 20 already. Okay. Should have this large battery pack going soon. Oh! And spring! Okay. Well, step 1, pause all the radiators. Yes, I could keep them running all summer. I have more than enough power, but it just feels weird and wasteful to do so. Oh, and the bunker wants my attention. Oh boy. Well, once I finish it's springtime stuff, I will go and see what the bunker wants. I'm pretty sure it's gonna want violence, which means, you know, it's gonna have to wait for the violence ladies to finish what I have them doing and come home. Oh, no, that's the water tower. It's a transformer. Oh, there it is. Alright, pause. Pause. I feel like somewhere along the way I must have missed. I did. I missed that one. And I missed that one. And I missed this one. And that one. Okay. I think that's all of them. So now let's get the various places. And since the contamination is so high here, let's make sure we decontaminate it while we're at it. And you guys. And this burial pit can go back into production. Planting and planting and planting and planting. Oh, did I leave people on that field all winter? Ooh, shame on me. Okay, and this place gets back into production. And unpause the library. Yeah, people can read again! Alright, put folks on these fields. Put people on these fields. Unpause and people. Unpause and people. People and unpause. Okay, I think that's everything. Okay, slaughter 8 of those chickens, please. Okay.
The memory of the attack on the colony doesn't fade, and many are nervous of the attackers returning. The enemy suffered heavy casualties, and so far they have opted to lay low. But there's no telling whether they'll eventually return.
The Doomsday Bunker is complete. It is a significant achievement for the people who only some time ago were living in tents and scavenging scraps of food. Maybe that was the reason for everything. The enemy faction was afraid that there was a new power rising in the wasteland, someone who is capable of challenging them. They were right. Activate the bunker to permanently remove all catastrophes except for winter. Whee! Activate!
Quest complete.
Doomsday is cancelled, and there are fireworks. Look at that.
Opening
Spectacular.
the doors into the Doomsday Bunker is a symbol for a new beginning. Reaching this goal demanded many sacrifices, but the hope for something better pushed everyone forward, even during the darkest times. Now it is finally done, and a deafening cheer echoes through the colony. Parents hug their children, choked up from the thought of feeling safe and protected from the hostile world. This is just a single step towards a better future, but its impact reaches even the outskirts of the wasteland. For once, tomorrow looks bright.
Congratulations! You have completed the main quest line, and your colony is now safe from most catastrophes. You may now continue building your colony, or return back to the main menu. Do you wish to continue? Yes, I will be continuing. I'm going to mentally debate whether to make this a short stream, or whether to just keep the thing spinning until the end. Who knows? But what I do know is I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save this. Foxhaven the Successful. Actually, you know what? Foxhaven the Successful. Oh wait, you can't put success. Okay, Foxhaven the Success then. Haha! I win! And now the only thing that we have to worry about is winter. That is spectacular. The people still aren't happy, but yeah. I did ask for this place to be decontaminated, didn't I? Yes, I did. Okay. I mean, I do have a lot of my people planting fields right now, so it's no wonder the other stuff is taking a bit longer. Oh, we just lost Harper to old age. Does this mean that I'm only going to be losing people to old age for the rest of playing? Oh boy. Well, at the very least, I'm going to keep going for a bit. I mean, yeah, they're... there isn't much to do besides just improving the colony and stuff, but I'm honestly not sure what to do with the rest of the stream time. I definitely don't need another specialist, but I'll look at him. This is Aramis, who is a scout. He feels guilty about being away from his wife for such long periods of time. Still, the joy of reuniting with her almost makes up for the sorrow of having to leave again. It would be easier if their children were still with him, but in the end, it's better that they're somewhere safe. I'm going to be declining this because I do not need a scout. I mean, frankly, we're running out of places to scavenge. There's still some places to commit some violence upon in order to get those resources. But I mean, there is not much left to do. I mean, I could say that I'll keep going until I've gotten all of the violence taken care of. But honestly, I'm not sure what to do now. I do know that I will be playing a different game next week. I know what game that will be. I still have to choose what game will be after that one. But there's a bunch of things I hadn't thought about. I've been trying to like finish the game, and it's awesome that I have. It's absolutely spectacular. But the question now becomes, now what? I mean, there is still some violence to enact outside. There's still a few things left to scavenge. But oh, what do I do with myself now? Okay, I think I have everybody removed from fields that are growing. I'm pretty sure. And this place is getting decontaminated at last. Hurrah! It's probably where people are getting their radiation from, is probably from the fact that this sauna and this public house are like in this. But yeah. Well, it looks like Zari and Mugga are feeling okay again, so out you go. We gonna scavenge everything.
Yes?
Sorry, you're going to go after these parts?
Can do.
And Mugga, you are going to go after these guns. What else is there? Oh, there's some more guns over here. Some more guns. More violence. More violence up here. I'm trying to scroll smoothly. I apologize for all the herky-jerky as I look around. Well, there's some more guns, I guess. A couple more places of violence, some more parts over here. Oh, there's some more guns that are really close I haven't gotten. Oh, and some more guns. Looks like it's mostly guns I've left out here. Alright then. Okay. And there goes another colonist of old age. And I swear I heard that one go, "Wee." Okay, so that is number 22. Oh, right. Let's get that farm back into... Oh, there goes somebody else. Alright, 23. Okay, that's the other trade convoy back. We now have some more firewood. Well, if anybody else has more firewood, I want it. I do not see more firewood. I do see that Sintown has some more coats, though. I'm pretty good on that front right now, though. Well, I guess I'll just hold off for a bit. As I need to perform the trades. And some very uneven ones at that, just to store things. Or unstore things. I do know that the next time I deplete a plastic deposit, I'm not going to build a fresh one. And yes, I do keep Loveless around for a reason, despite the fact that I don't send her out anymore. Oh, thank you for interrupting my thought, Avery. Alright. So, 24. Waiting. Oh, we're at full pig again, so... Butcher 4 pigs, please. 2 sheep, 3 sheep. Sheep are a bit slower. Sheep are a lot slower, actually. They're so handy, though, that they're worth it. Pigs and chickens are pretty fast, though. Chickens are back up to 3 as well. Leo, don't you dare stay homeless. I didn't build all of these houses for any child to be homeless. colonist is acting weird. What could be wrong?
One of the colonists
Oh,
has
again.
been acting off lately.
She's having a hard time completing simple tasks, and even as she walks, she veers from side to side. When asked about it, she insists she's fine, but when pushed, she admits to finding a spring a few days ago, from which she's been drinking. Check the water. She shows the way to the spring. On the surface, the water looked clean and safe to drink, but as a few colonists follow the stream, they discover a point of contamination. Clearly, the water is polluted, and the woman is suffering from radiation sickness. The woman is clearly shocked by the discovery, and after being treated, she vows to stay away from dubious water sources. Yeah, this'll happen again. I think it's the same lady. I know the entire population has turned over by now, but I think this is just like one lady who keeps irradiating herself. Okay. Oh? I believe the van's back. He is!
A big, colorful van, so full of goods it's creaking under its own weight, has driven up to the gate.
Alright, let's see here. We have 25 coats for 50 meat, 25 tools for 30 components. What else do you have, or no deal? I mean, we have a lot of food, and a hefty portion of it is meat. Yeah, let's take the trade. Thank you kindly. I'll make sure to visit again when I'm in these parts of the lands, he promises. He packs his van and drives away with a happy whistle. All right, then. Freed up some food storage in exchange for binding up less of the consumables storage. I think that's a good trade. I could probably afford to trade some food as well, but it's just there's so many other things that I need to get out of the storage, like plastic. Okay, speaking of trade, firewood, anyone have firewood? I'm specifically looking for consumables here. Does no one have firewood? Darn it. Okay, how about the coats from Sintown? I want to sell you something that's cheap. I want to buy expensive things and sell you things that are cheap. Because, Lord, I need to reduce my stock in many things. Like plastic. Why do I have so much plastic? I know why I have so much plastic. It's because I'm not using very much plastic. 1,417 worth of plastic is how much? That might be too much plastic. Let's take that down to 1905. Man, this is gonna be so good for our stocks. How about some parts? Where are my parts? $216 worth of parts. Hmm. 12 coin worth of wheat? Close enough. Close enough. All right. We'll do that. We're doing this because it's expensive, not because I actually need the pigs. And you do not have any trees in your production area, so let's find you some more trees. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. You know what? Why don't we build the people some more entertainment? And, you know, why don't we build a burner that will actually keep the library warm during the winter? Well, not a burner, an industrial radiator? If I put it over here, then it should keep that fish farm warm in the winter too. Perhaps I should give the people some more entertainment. I don't think I've built a game arcade. Where to put it, though, is the question. I could put it over here. There's space here, and it's within a spot that's already warm. Do I have enough computer chips for this? 52. Just enough. Yeah. Let's do it. I think it's the only entertainment thing that I hadn't built yet. Construction projects for everyone. Now the library will be able to stay open in the winter. Isn't that not amazing? I'm keeping an eye on the burner so that I can turn it off when they finish it. Of course, then Ileana dies and all that goes out the window. Thank you so much, Ileana. "25. Ileana is number 25. Okay, all the parts and bits and pieces have been brought. This also has the advantage of using up some more stuff so that I don't have to store it anymore. There are 2 people coming to build this radiator. It'll be done soon. They already finished the game, Arcade? Oh man, I was gonna watch that. Oh well. Game Arcade. Additional entertainment due to a variety bonus. Nice. It makes some amazing noises is what it does. Alright, spectacular. That used up a bunch of fun boxes, a bunch of materials, made people happier, although they're still not happy. It's a lot of restless people. We do need more entertainment because we're at a deficit. Let's see here. Need 95 more entertainment. What can I do to get us 95 more entertainment with the materials that are available? 35, 35, 50, 15, 20, 15, 10. Well, the Storm Dome and the Game Arcade are definitely the most entertaining. Sure, let's build another Storm Dome then. We'll put it right by the arcade. You'll get 2 different kinds of fighting. Right next to the pigs. Because everybody loves the way a pig farm smells, right? I might have to build another windmill, but we shall see. Oops, lost some more trees. Alright, it's been a while since I've checked the progress on my fields. 47, 49, 49, 63, 41, 59, 50, 35, 41, 48, 49, 43, oh, there's a person on there. 43, 51, 63, 62, 40, 47, 46, 49, 38, 48. Okay, we're fine. Might as well watch the Storm Dome go up, right?
There's a new quest available.
Oh, I don't think I've seen this one before. One moment.
There are not many factions out there who are capable of using vehicle convoys to transport anything valuable across the wasteland. But those who are capable usually make sure that the convoys are well guarded and change their routes frequently.
One of these convoys was spotted not too far away, and for some reason, this time they seem to be taking the same road as before. This could be a chance to get ahead of them and see if fortune favors the bold. Yeah, okay, let's try that out. Search for the convoy. Oh my goodness, look at all these people just running full pelt to be able to bring these materials over to the Storm Dome in progress. Yes, empty my stores. Empty them! Empty them, I say! Alright, that's getting repaired. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. It's okay. Oh, it's over here. I'm not sure. I mean, once Roberts recovers, I could send Roberts, but I'm not sure if that's the right play. Well, we can try. Well, I can try. Okay, so let's get this Storm Dome going. It's nice to have the luxury of materials. Just emptied out some storage, just, you know, made some space. Very nice. Getting built, getting built, getting built. It doesn't have power. Okay. That means I will need... I need a transformer? Can I do this with a small one? I can do this with a small one. Very conveniently. Okay. Storm Dome is not actually providing any entertainment when it doesn't get any energy. And I mean, giving an extra power connection for the arcade cannot possibly be a bad thing either. Oh. I'm hoping that's 2 people because Colonist Victoria died and Colonist Victoria is irradiated. I'm hoping it's not an irradiated corpse. Cross fingers. Maybe. But in any case, that would be colonist number 26 tonight. Okay. You guys getting that transformer in there? I want to know what sort of entertainment I'm sitting at after this. Oh, it must be a different Victoria because they just recovered and spoke. Alright, Storm Dome now in operation. And entertainment is still sitting at a minus 43. I don't really have the materials to build another game arcade. I would have to wait on more fun boxes to build another Storm Dome, but that might be the play. Or I could build 3 of the 15s. Well, public house is 20. Okay, 10, 10, 15, 20, 15, 50, 35, 35, 50. Now I don't really want to lose the, like, close that menu. Right now I'm getting entertainment bonus due to variety because it's the only one. And I think I'm getting that, yeah, I'm getting that on the movie theater as well. So because those are singular, I'm getting the bonus, the same with the library. The botanical gardens and the public houses, I have multiples of those. So I should build more botanical gardens and public houses. Well, I can probably squish another botanical garden in here. I think I'm going to start with a public house, though. Because if I put a public house in here, that's just inside the warmth area. And can tuck in a water tower right here for it. Yes, there we go. Gonna have to wait for more fun boxes to come in. But, you know, I have time now. But yeah, that's what you want, you know, the arcade, a fighting dome, and a bar. Sounds like the perfect combination to me. Yes, I know I have insufficient material for the public house. I don't have enough fun boxes. I have enough of everything else, though, so we'll just wait for the fun boxes to come in, and then it will be nice. Right? Okay, how are we doing here? 70, 71, 72, 73, 94, that's enough to put people on. 60, 91, put people on that. 74, 73, 75, 55, 61. That's the water tower getting finished. 73, 75, 59, 60, 74, 72, 61, oh, 99. Needs to be harvested. 79 and 71. Yep, everything but the fun boxes. So we'll just pour the fun boxes in there. We just lost 2 colonists of old age all at once. Because eventually I'll suddenly get a notice that the public house is being built and I'll be like, oh my goodness, I wasn't keeping track of that, was I? Okay, 28. kind of hilarious how I have these different entertainment quarters set up. Let's see here. One person is starving, but that's only because they refuse to walk far enough, I think. We have 123 restless people because they don't have anything to do. Let's see. Doesn't tell me whether or not everybody is bathed who wants to be, but I don't see any complaints drifting around about, you know, not having showers or anything, so I'm gonna assume that it's fine. Oh. Mug out. 19 guns and 70 coin. Very nice. Bring it home.
You got it.
Also, Roberts, we're gonna try an experiment with you.
There are survivors at the gate.
Roberts just shoves past them to leave.
A ragged bunch shuffled slowly towards the gate.
I want to believe that things like this can last, people sticking together, but I just don't know. After what happened to us, I just don't know. They bring with them Tudor, who is a scavenger. He prefers calling himself a trade specialist to a mere specialist. This higher-than-thou attitude is something he upholds in every aspect of his life. Despite his snobby attitude, he's still a competent specialist, just more insistent than most on getting the best possible deal. Uh-huh. Bringing with them 4 adults, 1 child, 3 elders, 25 corn, 5 components, and 11 fish. And I just can't muster the interest. I just can't. Sorry, folks. Bye. Go away. Okay, they go away. And then out here, I'm gonna try sending Roberts to deal with whatever's going on here. Not sure how this would go, but I'm gonna find out. I remember getting this quest before, but it was so long ago that I don't actually remember what the I don't remember what all was the situation with that. Almost at half the boxes. Cultivating, harvesting, growing, 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 growing. Growing, 89, 89, 91 is close enough. 67, 74. My stream drops offline for some reason. This is not me, by the way. Admittedly, I'm saying this to YouTube and not to Twitch, but I am not doing anything to make this happen. This is all on Twitch, these disconnections. 74, 90, 92... 76, planting, growing, growing 97, 89. Okay. We good, we good. How are we doing over here? Still planting. Oh, all sorts of things want my attention all of a sudden. Alright, let's start with this specialist. This is Baylor, who is a fighter. Wide as a truck and about as heavy, he is still a big lad despite his advancing age. Challenging this old and bearded brawler seems outright suicidal, but it hasn't stopped many from trying. Fighting has gained him respect and cost him an eye, but his opponents have lost a fair bit more. I'm not interested, but I do like that text. Farewell, Baylor. Alright, off you go. And now, out in the world. Oh, all sorts of things. Alright, let's start with you, Roberts.
What do we have here?
A convoy of several trucks has stopped on the side of an old highway. Black smoke plumes out from an engine compartment of the lead vehicle. This is most likely the reason for their behavior during this run. There are only about 3 armed guards and a few more truck drivers arguing about something. Attack the convoy, repair the vehicle for free, repair the vehicle for a price, or just abandon the quest entirely. I'm feeling nice for some reason. So I'm going to repair the vehicle for free. The specialist greets the convoy from a safe distance, and unsurprisingly, the guards pull out their weapons against this newfound threat. After some explaining and convincing to aid with the repairs, the guards calm down a bit. A few sweaty moments later, the vehicle comes back to life, and guards start to look less alarmed than before. The drivers pull up parts of their haul as a sign of gratitude before taking off. This is 20 medicine, 50 canned goods, and 20 happiness for the colony. Well done, Roberts.
Quest complete.
Alright. Come home. And then the 3 of you. Where did I leave you? Ah, here you are. Alright, Kensai, attack.
Yes?
Makeda,
Engage
attack.
hostile.
Dame,
Engage
attack.
hostile.
Okay, that should take care of that. And then Isabella died of old age. Alright. Okay. Number 29 tonight. There we go. This field is growing, so you lot can do something else, I guess. Like, maybe get on this field. Or this one. Or even this one. And then Josephine died of old age. Josephine. Colonist number 30. Okay. A lot of fields need attention all at once here. Harvesting, 79, 85. How are we doing over here? Harvesting, waiting for harvest, 83. Whoops, person. Waiting for harvest. Harvesting. Why is there a bunch of infection going around? Do you people want to confess to anything? 85. Growing. Growing. Ready to be planted. Needs a person. Alright, looking good, looking good. Fun boxes are happening, and then Savannah died. Okay. That is number 31. Okay, alright. Did the violence people just all engage, or did they finish? No, it looks like they're all engaged now. Okay. If they were done, they'd let me know. Down the river, colonists want to go exploring.
A group of colonists have gotten curious about a nearby river and want to see what it's like for traveling.
Ah, it's the raft again. Yeah, sure, go try. After being away most of the day, the group returns with their boat full of various supplies. They stayed afloat most of the time and even came across an abandoned fishing cabin left untouched by other scavengers. 12 wood and 3 medicines. Okay, alright, that's pretty good. That is better than acceptable. Okay. This one needs people. This one doesn't need people. Cultivating, well, let's put people on here. Cultivating, planting. I would complain about the fields constantly needing babysitting, but it gives me something to do while I wait for stuff to finish outside in the world. The battle seems to be going okay. My violence ladies are not getting too damaged. The colony is extremely happy at this point. I really should give these fields a better road. Looks like the violence ladies just wrapped up, so what I'll do is... Where are my roads? Let me block in a nice road for these cabbages. There we go. And without taking down any extra trees this time. Alright. Dame, report.
We won the battle.
91 coin. Okay.
Okay.
All
Alright.
3 of you should come home.
Okay. How may I help you? Moving.
Yes, I could be doing it more efficiently, but I'm not, and that's fine. Give a whole bunch of people something to do for a brief amount of time as they each build 1 square of road. And then Liam dies in the middle of our joygasm. Alright. That is number 32. Okay, alright. Oh, and Robert's got back, which means it's time to send him back out again. Yes, Roberts. We're not going to send you after those parts because Zari's already going after them. We're going to send you after these parts instead.
Can do.
You guys finished that road yet? Have you? And then Freddy died. This is the happiest my colony has ever been, by the way. 33 is Freddy here. Well, they've nearly finished the road. Let's see, that's growing as well. This is still being cultivated. Whoop, these need some people. Growing. Growing, growing. Growing, growing, cultivating, growing, growing. They're all growing. They're all growing. Except for the ones that are cultivating. 49, 58. Good enough. Yeah, there we go. What am I gonna do with all this food? Okay, I could use like 20 fun boxes. Maybe I can trade away a bunch of this surplus food for some fun boxes. If anybody has any. Well, Rackham has some. More than I need, in fact. Rackham, we'd like about like 20 of your fun boxes, please. And because it'll make you like us more, we would like to have those hunting rifles too. You want insect meals? Okay. I mean, you do not love us as much as everybody else, so... You know what? Take them all. Let's see. What other foodstuffs do we have in massive quantities? Oh my god, that's so much flour. How about we do the rest of the 500 in flour? Whoop, too much. Close enough. And carrots. Good enough. We'll give you surplus carrots because, oh my god, we need to get rid of so much food here. I can't believe those words came out of my mouth, but when you have over 3,000 carrots, yeah. Probably should have taken their chickens too. Okay, there were 2 places that had firewood. Sageford has 70 firewood versus Lushton having 51? 51. I hate remembering numbers. Yeah, it's you guys. Hi, we want all your firewood, please. And you know what, just because we're going to take the sheep too, because we need to really start getting rid of some stuff. In fact, we're going to stop sitting on this last 9 pollution. You can have it. Yeah, please take some... No, wait, not the wheat, not the wheat. Please take some carrots. Please, for the love of everything, take some carrots. That's too many carrots. You don't want that many carrots. Oh no. That's gonna be the closest, I guess. Please! Take all the carrots. Wait, will you, like, maybe take a couple of cabbages as well? You know, just... Thank you! Such a massive surplus of food. We're practically giving it away. Okay, soon we will have enough fun boxes to finish this place over here. We'll see what happens once it's built to the water supply and thank you, Archie. I was definitely, you know, not paying enough attention, so... Alright, 34. Archie is number 34. Perhaps he'll take Betty and Veronica with him. But yeah, 5... Okay, this one is full of sheep, so... Ah! Oh, winter is coming already? Okay. Okay, where was I? Oh, yes. 4 sheep. Off they go. We are not yet full of chicken. Man, winter already? That's so soon. I just got a few of the fields replanted. Yeah, this pre-winter yield is going to be teeny. Oh wait, waiting for... Okay. Oh yeah, it's going to be minuscule. Oh boy. Maybe it's a good thing I have so much surplus food. Yeah, I don't think any of the fields are anywhere close to being harvested. Well, such is how the cookie crumbles, I suppose. And Stella dies of old age. Stella is number 35. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna have to be patient. I found that if I wait until about 16 hours before the storm and then do the harvest now command, that I get in pretty much all of the crops. But in the meantime, I'm going to keep an eye out for anything that finishes before then. Not that it's very likely with the percentages that I was looking at. Oh yeah, the population is definitely increasing again. Yeah, that trade delegation is going to bring just enough boxes plus a few extras to finish off that public house. Then I'll have to wait until the end of winter to see what my entertainment looks like, because I still have to pause this public house over here in the winter because I haven't bothered to put in a burner that reaches it. What the? Did I never unpause this? I never unpaused this. Well, that's actually fine. The concrete supplies are good. It's mostly just checking the ranches. Okay. 3 sheep, 5 sheep. Oh, 6 pigs. And 10 chickens. Oh, well, we will get a full harvest off of this field. Might even get a full harvest off of this field.
We have bandits at the gate.
Of course, why wouldn't we? Hello, people. Alert! How dare you destroy the happiness of my colony? Look, I only have a yellow happy now instead of a green happy. This is all your fault.
An unusually aggressive group of bandits marches towards the gate. Their chants are filled with bloodlust and be heard from a good distance away.
They look tough, and taking them on would be risky. An offering of some sort might appease them for the moment. I can offer them 110 metal to go away. I can threaten them. I can go back to the colony view, or I can just start the fight. I mean, let's just start the fight. Let's get it over with. If blood is what they want, then blood they shall get. The colony prepares for a strenuous battle, determined to not let their home be ransacked. Indeed, no ransacking. Ransacking is forbidden. There's only 12 of them, guys. You outnumber them. By a significant proportion. Yes, I know there's a specialist out in the world who wants my attention. But, yeah, we'll deal with this first. Kablam! Colony has triumphed over its enemies. We've gotten 4 coats, 1 gun, and 247 coin. Okay, gate gets repaired, alert can turn off. I will come back to this in a moment. Zari!
Mission complete.
40 parts and 54 coin. Place cleared out. Excellent. Come on
Consider it
home. Okay. We'll just let the repairs get going on the gate there. I'm going to continue checking my fields. Trade convoy's gotten back. And Chloe died of old age. Alright, Chloe. You are number 36. And waiting for harvest. Growing. Okay, we are going to get a full harvest out of some of the places. I'm not sure what that notice was. Okay, we're at 16 hours, so harvest now. Harvest now. Harvesting. Harvest now. All the fields must be harvested immediately. We've got 16 hours left. This is very close to the previous winter. I'm really not amused. Okay, that's being harvested. That needs to be harvested. We're gonna take chances waiting for that one field just a little bit longer. Okay, that is all of the fields set to harvest now. Yes, okay. Ah, Mugga, lovely to see you're home.
What's up?
Get out. Okay. There was... Ah, here we are.
Yes?
Mugga, if you would grab the weaponry from those collapsed apartments, please. Okay. This field's gonna be finished the first, I think. Yep, there it goes. Alright. Pause. I think this is the only one that is harvesting right now, so I'm just gonna stay on top of it. It's a lot to be harvested. I just got rid of so many carrots, and now look, carrots. So many carrots.
There's a new quest available.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Burning skies.
During the first years after the initial incident, airplanes often turned into flying coffins as electromagnetic pulses and magnetic storms fried their in-flight computers with little warning. It's still possible to find plane wrecks turned grave sites for their unfortunate passengers.
A specialist has spotted one such site, undisturbed and ready for looting, not too far from here. That sounds interesting. Track it down. Still waiting for repairs to finish on the front gate because so many people are working in the fields. But, you know, that's as it should be. Okay. That's finished. That's finished. This one's still in progress, so's that one. These ones are still in progress. Oh, this one's nearly done. Yep, there it goes. Okay, don't cultivate. Don't cultivate. Still harvesting. Don't cultivate. That's gonna take a while. This one looks like it's nearly done though, so... Come on, people, we've got 9 hours. Okay, that one's taken care of. Okay. Oh, we're looking good. Wish I could have grown more flax, but... Still harvesting. Still harvesting. Alright, don't cultivate and pause. Still harvesting. Okay, this field's really close to being done. Yeah, like that. Okay. And this one is probably going to be the next one. Oh, have we run out of storage for our massive surplus of food? Is that what you're telling me? Alright, fine. Let me see where I can put in yet another food tent, I guess. Might as well put it here, I think. Yeah, actually it'll fit right in there very nicely. Okay. Still harvesting. All those are done. This one done. This one's done. Alright, there's just the one field left now. We may make it in time this time. Alright, let's keep an eye on this field right here. Taken quite a while to harvest this one. Because there's only one person working on it. Okay, there we go. Two hours, which means it's time to sweep through and turn on all the burners. There. And here. I know I keep calling them burners. It's because the original ones, before I had electricity, they were in fact wood burners. Okay, and turning them on is so much easier than turning them off. The big pause symbols are really obvious. Okay, pause that. Start that. This winter I don't have to pause the library. It's a first for the colony, again. Okay. I do still have to pause this public house and this mine. And this mine. And this burial pit. We're not gonna think too hard about the fact that I left the food marker right out in front of that burial pit. Oh, missed a couple. That one. And that one. And this one. Oh, and this one. Okay. Okay, I think I may have gotten all of them now. Definitely the first winter ever that I haven't had to close the library. New milestone. Okay. And we have enough fun boxes that once they are brought over here, we should be able to finish the public house. Yep, there's that winter. And colonist Alexander promptly dies of old age. He's just like, nope, not another winter, not for me. Never again. 37. Come on, bring those fun boxes over here. Get this public house going. I mean, I know the food storage probably has priority and stuff, but... The Burning Skies things, I think I should send the scavenger. But all of my scavengers are out right now, so it's just, you know, one of those hurry up and wait things. There we go, all of the materials for the public house. Let's go. Excellent. Happiness! We're still showing minus 63, but that's because I had to pause this one. Dwayne couldn't wait. Okay, so that would be number 38. We're gonna make it through this winter storm and hopefully eat some of these food surpluses. Unless I manage to trade them away. And then we'll see how happy the place is. What? Excuse you? How are you walking on water? It's not frozen yet. How are any of you walking on the water? What is going on here? Why do I have multiple Jesuses around here? Defying the laws of nature. Okay, so we'll just have to wait for one or another of the scavengers to finish what they're doing and come home. And then we'll try looting that quest site. Did they finish that food storage? They did. It is already full. That is terrifying. Perhaps I should try to trade away some more of the food surplus. Feels weird to say in the middle of winter, but with 9,000 food kicking around. Well, let's see. We are always in need of firewood, so I'm noticing that Sageford has firewood. And only Sageford. Alright, we would like your firewood, please. And we definitely like to sell you some food for it, just as soon as we figure out what food to sell you. You know what? How about some wheat? 248 worth of wheat. This just doesn't feel like enough. Hold on. We will also take your sheep, because that way I can sell you more wheat. 798 worth of wheat. Which is exactly 380 wheat, apparently. Wheat for sheep! I had to do it. I had to do it. It was in the contract. It's in the contract. You have to. You have to. Okay. And we're going to go and make sure that there's going to be room for those 2 sheep. There's definitely not room for 2 sheep here. Nor here. Okay. Well, slaughter 4 sheep in this one. And slaughter 4 sheep in this one. And there will definitely be enough room for those sheep when they arrive. 3 pigs. How are we doing on chickens? Chickens? Where did I, oh, there. 4 chickens. Okay, we're good. We're good. There will definitely be room for those sheep when they arrive.
There are survivors at the gate.
Ah, your timing is applicable.
Ragged bunch shuffled slowly towards the gate.
Wow, remember how sure we used to be that the world would end any day now? And now you have this, the beginnings of a new civilization. They bring with them Polo, who is a scout. He grew up reading about the days the world was still uncharted, with new lands waiting beyond the horizon. That attitude stuck, and even today he'll get excited just by finding something he hasn't seen before, and he has a knack for spotting something truly unique. There are 3 adults, 1 child, 2 elders, 3 out of all of whom are mutated, bringing with them 10 preserves, 6 coats, and 7 antibiotics. And I'm just not interested. I am not excited. I am not interested at all. This is nothing that I need. Sorry, folks. Bye. Off they go. Okay. Well, in the meantime, I know it's the middle of winter and all, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to save again. Foxhaven the success. And I'm going to take a quick break to refill my drink and have a bit of a bio break and maybe run some ads. Just to take care of those various things. And I will be, when I come back, what we'll do is I will complete this Burning Skies mission that I took. And however long that takes, I will call the stream once I finish that mission. So that is the plan, and I will be back in just a few minutes to enact that plan.